What's up, teammates? Yo, I've been thinking about this fire Getsy thing, and maybe I'm being a little harsh on Getsy because I'm a big fan of blame Minshew for everything. And Minshew is missing wide open receivers, and that's not Getsy's fault. So he's designing some plays, especially his pass plays, that are working. The problem that is with Minshew. And maybe he's playing good runs, and Zamir's talent isn't coming through. Because Zamir's talent is not to try to find holes. His talent is to run forward and to hit as many people as he possibly can, whether it be our team or the other, and stay upright as long as he can and fall forward. That's his job. So maybe that too isn't Getsky's fault completely. But running the ball in the setups that he likes to run out of, as far as shotgun and one back in the backfield under center, those type of things need to stop. But also, I came to this conclusion and rethought it because I got a comment from Surfer Bob, and he had me thinking in a different direction. Yeah, if you guys would take a second of me not staring at y'all and staring at this iPad over here, I want to read what he said that got me in the snippet that is the reason I'm talking to you guys right now about it. All right, so one more thing. I think fans and creators with this fire Getsky stuff, they're not seeing the truth. All this running into a pile over and over, that's not Getsky. That's 100% AP. Coach Pierce has said it time and time again publicly. He wants to run the ball. AP will die on that hill. You guys don't think Luke Getsky wants to open it up, air it out, throw 45 times a game? He surely does. He's been told, run the effing ball, pound it up the gut, and that's a mandate. And that's true. He, as AP, may be sticking his foot a little bit too far into the offense. I mean, we know from the beginning that he doesn't know a lot about how to plan or how to call an offense. And we do know that he won't stop saying run the damn ball. He says turnovers and run the damn ball more than he says hello to people. And he's a very friendly person. So I guess Getsky doesn't deserve as much blame. The problem is, when is he going to get a a quarterback that can execute what he needs to, or what he would like to try to do with his passing game? Because obviously Minshew can't do it. We don't know what this Rattler dude can do, even if he gets in the game. Uh, I feel like he's probably just going to use his athleticism, try to call like a Justin Fields type game and keep the ball safe if he gets in there. Because I'm pretty sure what they could do with the bye week and the extra time this week, try to get him up to speed and put in a couple of packages for him. We'll see what they do the week after the bye week. I could see Ryder starting, especially if Minshew has a bad game and he has to come in late, just because they got to get Minshew off the field. So we'll see what happens with that, and we'll see what happens with Getsky. When Aiden comes back, maybe Aiden can help execute the offense a little better. But when Aiden comes back, Aiden has his own problems that he's going to have to deal with, because when he comes back, we're going to want him to do good, but we're not going to want him to do too good. Actually, everybody's going to want him to stink. Just, they'll be more happy with Aiden just stinking up the joint and going into the season with a good draft pick. Me too. You know what I'm saying? I don't want Aiden to come out there and suck, but I don't want a short win streak to take us out of the number one position, which is what we're projected to be, in my opinion, right now. There's a lot of teams with, same amount of losses as we have right now, but how many teams will continue to tumble down as we are, it remains to be seen. So maybe Getsky gets the end of the year, or just because there's no reason to rush in to replace him. and they wait till the end of the year when they're going to get rid of Minshew and get rid of Getsy at the same time. But they gotta eventually get rid of Getsy, no matter what is going on. But he might be getting a raw deal, he might not. Uh, but it really doesn't matter if he's getting a raw deal or not. What he has is what he has is what he has to work with, and what he's been working with hasn't worked. And it's just obvious that he's just not a good judge of talent. I mean, how long did he have to keep Zamir White in there before he realized, okay, I should get more mats in it? And he didn't even start him until Zamir got hurt. And it's pretty much obvious that Zamir was the main running to my offensive lineman back type running back that we couldn't use in those situations. A-Matt finally got enough tug, and he got 92 yards rushing. So we got team out there, so players out there, and he's not using them correctly. So maybe he didn't use his mind or his judging of player ability correctly when he put Minshew in there and stuck with him, though. That's the other thing, though. They boxed themselves into this for the first quarter of the season thing, and they stuck with it, and then they stuck to it too long, and then we switched it up, and then Aiden broke his thumb, and that's it. That was it. We waited too long. AP waited too long to make his own decision. That's another mistake that I can definitely put on him for sure. If he was going to make that decision, he should have made it at the first game when he decided we've had enough of Gardner. Period. Right there. He shouldn't have been playing the games with the playing time. And I think he didn't stand up to the other two because, we heard, outwardly, publicly, that the first decision to start Gardner was between the three. And, he took over the decision making and decided I'm going to go with the quarterback I want. And that's where we are with it. And with that decision, I think it shows AP starting to learn a little more and take decisions into his hand. And, we'll see what we can do this weekend. Let's not hope for too much. It's another one of those. I don't want to tank. I want to see a good game. I'm not afraid. That's what it is. I want to see a good game. I'm not afraid to see a loss. And I could honestly say I would be happy with either one. The sad part is I'm like 55-45 loss. I'm rooting 55% for the loss. I know it's wrong, but sometimes you gotta do what's right, even though which is usually considered right is wrong. So you usually wouldn't consider robbing an old lady, but that old lady just hit somebody up with a shotgun. I'm just talking about situations that you wouldn't do what you usually would do, and then you did it. And I'm doing it. I'm rooting against the Raiders. There, I said it. Fuck it. Sad, but true. What else do we have to root for? Right? We can root for a victory, but is that really going to help us? Let's be honest with you. No, it's not. Not at this point. There's no reason to look for victories. There's no reason to be upset if we win. But, losses at this point get us closer to our goal, and that's just kind of pathetic. And that's just what the season looks like. And you know what? Our goal will bring us to a better stage because if we lose enough, we get Shedeur Sanders guaranteed. I don't know. Hey, maybe we don't. It doesn't matter what our record is. Surf Bob got it right so far, so there's no reason to believe at this point that Shedeur is not a lock for our squad. And if he is, great. And if we can win and get him, great. And if we got to lose to get him, fuck it. Not necessarily great, but you got to do what you got to do to get what you want sometimes. And I want Shedeur Sanders. So we'll go with that. The silver lining is it doesn't matter what happens in the game. Again, we win. The win or loss. We win better if we lose, if that makes any damn sense. It doesn't, but fuck it. That's where we at right now. That's the season. and we're gonna lose this one. Well, hopefully we don't lose one, but shit, can't win them all. The clouds get dark, and when you looking for the silver lining, I'll find it. Come over to the silver lining. Guru out.